Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This lecture is about the reversible and irreversible isothermal expansion and compression, or how can we calculate the work for both of the reversible and irreversible isothermal expansion and the compression. And compression is the contraction. So this is the simple representation to differentiate between the irreversible and the reversible process. So first is the irreversible. That means whenever there are the starting conditions and at the end there are the final conditions. Now the volume of the pressure is fixed. There is no backward movement of the pressure and the volume. So, but here in this case, reversible process, if you plot a pressure versus the volume starting from the one point, it is going to decrease because the pressure is going to decrease and there is the increase in volume according to the Boyle's law. So this is the P1 V1 at the start and P2 V2 at the end, similar to the this condition. So what is happening over here? If there is the process that decrease in pressure and there is the increase in volume, and simultaneously it may moving backward, and when it is moving backward that means there is the decrease in the volume and there is the increase in the pressure. So now we are going to calculate actually how to calculate the work for both of the reversible and the irreversible process. So here there is a very small difference between the expansion and contraction. What we are going to discuss, there should be only the change in sign of the work done in case of the irreversible or the reversible process. Otherwise, there will be the same process we are going to do over here. So again, there is another representation for the to calculate the work for the reversible and the irreversible expansion. So one example is given over here. So here I want to make a difference between, look at the value of the delta V. Here is dV, and here again this is the delta V. This also is called the delta, and this D is representing the small changes, and the delta, this is called the big changes, or the capital delta is going to show you the big changes in the volume. So that means big changes mean it is at the start of the reaction and it is going to end of the reaction, and the volume will remain the constant. There is no reversible or the backward. That's why this is called the irreversible expansion. But here there is this small change in volume, because whenever direction is forward there is the possibility for the backward direction. So there is the reversible work over here. Now we are going to calculate how to calculate actually the work for both of the cases, reversible or the irreversible process. So the first is the irreversible isothermal expansion. Again, isothermal means the process at the constant temperature. So we are going to discuss over here the irreversible process first, if it is the expansion or the compression of an ideal gas. So again, there is at the process is going on with the start of the reactant P1 P1 and ending with the P2 V2. That means you can easily calculate the volume change in volume just by subtracting 2 minus 1, what would be the volume as pressure 2 and what would be the volume at the pressure 1. So this is the actually the work is the, this is the pressure volume work, and we have derived this small relationship at the start of the lecture, or the start of this course about the thermodynamics. And as I have explained before, this you can easily calculate the change in volume, and change in volume would be equal to the P2 minus P1, and this is the pressure volume work. And again, this actually the work, you can calculate this work for both of the expansion and the compression, and there is only will be the difference in the sign of the work. So as in case of the expansion, when the system is expanded, that means V2 will be greater than V1, and this value would be the positive, and positive multiplied by minus, that means the work will be having the value in negative. But in case of the contraction, then the change in volume will be the minus, having the negative sign, because in compression, uh, V1 is having the opposite sign to over here, as I have given over here, for the sorry for the this contraction, V1 is more than the V2. So when you subtract this one, you will get the minus sign, and when minus sign multiplied by this minus, you will get a positive one. So simply the work is the same for the both expansion and the compression, only there is a difference in the sign, and this equation is for the irreversible isothermal expansion. So what is happening with the reversible isothermal expansion? Again, there is a small change in the volumes. Some volume is again, there is the relationship between the pressure and the volume. This is the forward, and the sum of direction is going to the backward. That means this is the reversible. It may be the expansion or the contraction in either case. So what is happening over here? That means now you cannot directly calculate this relationship, that because each time v1 or v2 are changing, that means this relationship is not suitable for the reversible process. So what we are going to do over here, we are going to derive a very simple equation to be used for the reversible isothermal expansion or the contraction. So this is again the W is equal to minus P delta V. This is the change pressure volume work. And now the volume is going to change from V1 to V2. So by using the ideal gas equation, PV is equal to nRT, and here if you want to get the value of the pressure, pressure will be equal to nRT over V. So again, why we are going to actually use the ideal gas equation to put the value of P over here, because we are going to derive, sorry, we are going to integrate the volume term, but here the volume term is not given over here, just the change in volume is here. Now we are going to put the value of the pressure in this equation, and you are just replacing the P with the nRT over V. And now look at the equation, this is the V is going to appear over here. Now you can easily integrate, this is the mathematical formula, you have to be with this representation to integrate the volume when you have the change in volume over here. That means change in volume from V1 to V2. So what I have done over here, I have just taken the nRT on the left hand side, because these are the constant, and is the constant, R is the constant, temperature is the constant, because this is the isothermal process. So minus is coming from the formula, and here we have simplified this one. This is the integration sign starting with the volume V1 to V2. Either the expansion or the contraction, vice versa. So there is a very simple formula for the integration. Whenever you have the change in any of the property over here, x, let's suppose this is the x, that means any of the property with respect to the x, the integration will be equal to ln x. So that's why we have actually used, we have put the value of the p over here to get the this relationship, so that we can easily integrate the volume with the change in volume from v1 to v2. So this is as a reference is given over here. That means any of the parameter with the dx over x will be equal to ln x, and if I put the dA over a, and the value would be equal to ln a, and this is the same over here. That means ln v, because this is the dv over v, so the integration of this one will be equal to ln v. Again, the limits are v1 to v2, starting from the volume 1 ending with the volume 2. So now you can put the value over here. That means this is the highest value, this is the lowest value. So that means now I am going to put the limits in this ln v. So this will become log natural v2 minus log natural v1. So this is the actually, as we have done before, the dv is actually delta v is the v2 minus v1. So here actually in the same relationship we are putting over here the values of the v1 and the v2 in this v, and this would be the change in volume log natural v2 minus log natural v1, and log natural is coming from the integration as we have done before. So this equation now will become w will be equal to minus nRT ln v2 over v1. So this is another mathematical formula. Let's suppose this is the a, this is the b. So any of the log natural a minus log natural b will be equal to log natural a divided by b. So in the same you can write for the volume. So that means there is no difference of this equation with this. Whenever it is like in this form, you can move to the, or you can write in this form, and whenever it is having this form, you can write in this form. So again, this is the actually the final equation, but you can further modify this one, because log natural is the 2.303 log, and this log is having the base 10. So so I have just split it over here, minus 2.303 RT now log v2 over v1. Here just I'm replacing the log natural with the 2.303 log over here. So this is the final equation. Now you can calculate the work by using this equation, and this is for the reversible isothermal expansion, because this is having with the minus sign with the expansion. When it is having the positive sign, then it is the contraction work. So there is only the difference in the sign which is giving you the expression for the expansion and the contraction. Otherwise, the equation will remain the same. So again, modifying this equation with the pressure, just replacing the volume with the pressure, and this is according to Boyle's law. The P1 V1 will be equal to P2 V2. Sum of the the pressure and the volume at one point will be equal to the pressure and the volume at the 2 point, because the pressure and volume are inversely proportional to each other according to the Boyle's law. When you increase the pressure, there should be decrease in the volume. So rearranging this one equation, so this is the V2. You can replace divide over here v2 divided by v1, and this is multiply with this, you can divide with the P1. So P1 divided by P2. This is a relationship, that means V2 over V1 will be equal to P1 over P2, and V2 divided by V1 is here. That means you can replace the V2 V1 with the P1 and the P2, and this I have replaced over here, and this is the work uh, in terms of the pressure for the expansion. Again, if the sign would be the positive, then it is for the contraction or the compression. So this is all about the how to calculate the work for the reversible or the irreversible expansion and the compression.